What is up guys, it's me again Rizagami here. Today we are back with Marvel Avengers Black Panther expansion War for Wakanda DLC. Pretty long name, hey? So today we finally have a full walkthrough part 1 of the Black Panther DLC. A really big thanks to Greg Miller, Sandra and Crystal Dynamic for creating such an amazing live streaming today. So we can finally enjoy the gameplay of this story mode. Without any chit chat, let's get right into it, shall we?
Humor an old sorcerer for a moment, my king. Your father gave me that much respect, as did your father's father. Long ago, a meteor plunged into the land of Wakanda. Wakanda was not an advanced nation then. It was a group of warring tribes. The meteor brought them together because it contained the metal we now call vibranium. Vibranium made Wakanda. With it, we advanced. We repelled outside forces. We connected with our past and our Panther God. You challenged your uncle to become the Black Panther. But you were born to be king.
Saying, oh, this is gonna be
Not all
spoilery.
can
Yeah,
do
we're playing the
both.
first 2 missions of the game. It's
Not
gonna be
all
very
see
spoilery.
past bleeding when they
If
do.
you don't want to know anything, you can wait till tomorrow, 8
You
a.m.
made a difficult choice, closing Wakanda's borders when you thought your friend had died.
Oh, there's Jeff.
I do not begrudge you it, but this new threat is different. You have no idea how far these people will go to take what they desire.
Greg, I'm scared.
A corruption
Don't worry, we got this.
has followed in the wake of
We got the
Ulysses
power of the
Claw.
Black Panther. We're gonna be fine.
Made
Okay.
of the vibranium that keeps the heart of Wakanda beating. And that corruption is spreading. Only one man now stands in its way. You.
Boom. Title screen. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, I can breathe. That was beautiful. Did you hear
Right.
that voice? Excuse
Oh, yeah.
me.
Dave Fenoy from DaveFenoy.com. Never
Stop
forget.
it. Stop it.
The LAN cable's connected. Everybody done.
We clear? Clear. Let me seek the next charge.
It's a good intro. It's a good introduction to a character.
No, 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 no!
You go, Judge. Go.
I had enough of these invaders in my lane.
Majestic.
Beloved, you let him go?
Begins.
Yes, Okoye.
I could just watch
For
him
now.
stand.
Won't
I
you
know. Well,
warn the
that's my
others?
thing about it,
Then
right?
still
And again,
they
we're
will
gonna
be
talk
at a
over sections. You can
disadvantage.
play it tomorrow for free and listen
He
to it
will
all you
lead
want.
me to
But
his
like for me,
friends,
right, as somebody who's
and to
played
their
so much
leader,
Cap, I'm a Cap main,
Claw.
then Widow, then Iron Man in terms of my roster.
Okay, where am I? There.
Okay, all right. For the record, I play in a group of dedicated Avengers. One of them is Andrew Goldfarb. He is always Kamala Khan. All right, so
Okay,
don't
great.
worry. He's always wearing the frog hat, the Thor frog. You know what
So
I mean? 'Cause
Andrew's the best in the group is what I'm getting. Got it.
I assure you he will clip that out and that will now be his ringtone. But yeah, for me, one of the things I love, because I got to play this ahead of time for the press previews, right, is just the look of T'Challa, right? Just the fact of he's built Look at that back. That, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't look like every other Avenger. I appreciate that they've gone through that. So I'm getting right to it though. Get into it. You can see some more of his movement. And also, obviously, I think it was Simon Carty, his preview, maybe it was Paul Tassi from Forbes, Simon from IGN, talking about how great the jungles looked. And obviously, with Crystal Dynamics' pedigree of the one, the only Tomb Raider, it makes sense that they would nail that, but they for sure do.
I was just going to say, wow, I want to go camping.
In another fun one, I don't know how much I know you caught up on it, Sandra, but people watching, the idea that they didn't reuse assets for this. Like, there's new chests, there's new things to break open for resources. I appreciate that they went out of their way to make Wakanda feel different, because obviously, you know, its own country is walled off too.
He's coming! With me!
You know, immediately they show you new enemy types. Everybody calm down. All right, it's not a robot.
And these weapons.
Yeah, exactly, right? Here you go. Overcharged enemies. Certain enemies can become overcharged. When this happens, they are more resistant to damage and are able to perform special attacks that are only available while in overcharged state. Combat overcharged enemies with sonic gear and sonic infused attacks.
How many times must I teach them this lesson? It's the Black Panther! I do believe you're right. Good.
I'm gonna immediately start. I gotta start. Get my Black Panther out there.
Look at these color palettes, Greg.
I know,
Look
right?
at all these. Crystal, you guys are beautiful.
Spear that works so much like Thor's. You'll see me obviously use it throughout the day. When I do, you'll see that you can pin enemies to the wall. You can pin multiple enemies to the wall to the ground. Pin them like you do with Mjolnir. For all my Thor mains out there.
All right. I think Chris Hemsworth's birthday was like 2 days ago.
What did you get him?
Nothing.
Hey, this is your shot. This is your chance.
I thought about him for a second.
That's good enough, I guess.
Yeah. You're welcome, Chris.
What's that like for you? The fact that, like, you know, when, you know, obviously MCU is so influential for pop culture now, for movies and everything else, but like, that's brought Marvel up to such a level, and obviously for you to be part of that universe, to be Ms. Marvel, right? Granted from the video game thing, but in the multiverse it doesn't matter, and to be so many people's first introduction to Ms. Marvel, what was that like after, you know, launching the game?
So cool. I get hit up about it a lot, and it's really touching to see people be like, oh my god, now I'm buying all the Ms. Marvel comics. Yeah, it's very cool. And of course to know that like I'm somewhat related in some way to, you know, Chris Hemsworth and also, you know, Travis Willingham. I love Thor all around. So.
Listen, it's all right to like Chris Hemsworth. It's all right to like Thor. Travis Willingham is a bridge.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about
that. All right, we don't have to like Travis. Travis isn't here. We, you know, it's nice that Laura continues to pity him and hang out with him.
Oh, we going deep.
Oh yeah, well, for anybody that I'm that close with, it's not going to go well for them on stream. So now, Chad, I see you popping off and liking it. Obviously, keep me posted on what you want to see. Again, like, I'm here. I can play. I can do whatever. We can jump in. We haven't looked at the new loadout screen. Who wrote the game? Then we're coming back for second mission. Then we're going to get into the harm room. We're going to talk to animation designers, developers. We're going to talk to the cast. We have so much more coming to that. Yeah, when things got to start getting back to normal a little bit. I can only imagine. I can't wait to talk to everybody from Crystal on the stream about like what it was like making this game in a pandemic, let alone starting the game not in a pandemic, then transition to being in a pandemic, then working on Wakanda in a pandemic.
Okay, sure. Imagine you are T'Challa, but you're not in your closet.
Really feel empowered by this, but I'm sorry it doesn't feel that way. You actually.
Right.
There we go. I love this claw to the face.
This is freaking awesome.
It's very much in the wheelhouse of the Simpsons. Stop. He's already dead.
I can bring a jet to you to get over the
there we go. Now we're starting. I'm gonna do. Obviously, as we all know, if you're new to Avengers, you're just jumping in for the first time. It becomes a gear game where you go through, you get the new thing, you equip it. But early on, let's just get our power level up. All right, I'm just gonna use the L2, hold L2, equip the best, and let's go. But jump into skills here. I feel like obviously I'm meleeing more than anything is when I really need to be working on it. But you can see what's going on here as we unlock obviously new combos for T'Challa, get in there, be able to, you know, really get in there hand to hand. That's where I strive, especially early on. Because again, if you're new, you're gonna get all the skill points as you play through to level 50 to unlock all of this, and you don't have to worry about it.
Somebody said stop. He's already dead.
He told you.
Yeah.
I know how the internet works.
To the shield.
Stop hating me.
That is where you will be headed.
Wakanda forever. Yes, Wakanda forever. Sandra is a goat. I prefer lambs, but you know,
I
thank
am
you.
sharing it with you now. Somewhat begrudgingly.
Greg, I just got an
You will
animal. I
enjoy
just got
this,
a pet.
Okoye.
What'd you get?
I got a frog.
Oh, interesting. Okay, wasn't expecting that. That's interesting.
I know, nobody does.
What led you to the frog?
A friend of mine was like, "Do you want my frog?" I was like, "Sure," and I took him.
Okay, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Yeah.
The vibranium has spread to this part of the jungle too.
How is it moving so
So now this is
quickly?
the corrupted vibranium. There's an event going on, obviously, when this
It
gets
must be
launched.
destroyed.
Alongside, of course, don't forget, tomorrow when this launches, you're getting that new cap skin. Can't wait.
I love these like sounds going in and out of each headphone. Makes me feel like I'm there.
Oh, sure. 3D surround sound.
This is 2021, baby. What kind of frog? It's a tree frog. He went through several names, but now his name is Frog.
Okay, I appreciate that. Was that was the name Frog when you got him, or is that just like you're like, all right, you know, I'm like just having it. I'm trying to save your life here, bro. You're just Frog.
Yeah, I didn't want to give him identity crisis. The previous owner did not name him, so.
Well, that seems weird. You know, how did she fall into this frog life?
Yeah, he just had like a million animals, so
Okay.
I just wanted to take one off his hands.
Look at you, good Samaritan over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, have you thought about naming it Frog in honor of Thor?
That's a good idea. And I don't think he'll get too confused if I rename him, because it's just a couple letters off. You know what? Thank you, stream. I will rename him Frog.
Yay, everybody! We did our good deed of Avengers today.
Corruption has been destroyed, enclosement pacified. Time to open my shortcut.
I'm gonna open my shortcut.
This is a great bit.
That never gets old.
I will admit it. That was very nice.
It is not every day I earn praise from the leader of the Dora Milaje.
I appreciate how, and I know we're going to talk about this with Evan and Hannah in a second for writers, but then when we get to the voice cast too, how fleshed out and alive the universe is already for Wakanda, where it's like, you know, obviously there's a history, there's a past, there's a lineage going on here with what's been happening with T'Challa, let alone his relationship with Okoye or anything like that.
Yeah.
Start spending skill points too. I don't need that objective. I'll tell you what, after using the old menu for so long, it's very bizarre getting used to the new one.
Yeah, it is Chris Judge.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like we came out of the preview, Sandra and I was on Kind of Funny Games Daily talking about it, and I like to think I have a good ear for voices in the industry because I know so many people, and like, you know, whenever, you know, we're talking about Dave Fennoy being in the game, whenever Dave's in a game, I know immediately. And Dave's a great actor, but I just know the tenor and where he is. But if you would have let me play this and not told me ahead of time it was Chris Judge, I would have had no idea, because obviously you're expecting that boy, you know what I mean? That like we're down there, we're low. And he comes up so high in the accent. I can't wait to find out how him and Deborah got to the accent. Oh
my God,
Jordan.
Deborah. I'm a big Deborah Wilson fan.
Who isn't?
Have been for some time. Yeah, of course. I see some people popping off in the chat too. Yeah, I'm a big Mad TV gal myself.
That was my thing. I remember when she started popping up in voice acting stuff. Like, oh man, from Mad TV. And now, like, you know, you play as they talked about it in the War Table, right? You play the Star Wars game, and then she pops up, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're fantastic in this.
Legend.
Let alone how she's doing here, and we will see more of Okoye soon.
When we were watching this initially, we weren't on mic, but I was like, Greg, Greg, that's
But into
Deborah.
Black
He's
Panther.
like,
I have not seen this cave since I was training with my uncle. Like stepping into a memory.
Someone says, Greg, you remind me of Ryan Reynolds.
I'm sure a lot of other people are saying really horrible things about that comment, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
No.
Looking for a way in. Explosives were not a good idea.
And so this is another big, not change, I guess, but one of the things I think that makes War for Wakanda so special and what they're doing here, right, is that as we come in here again, there's all this history to it. You know, he's talking about coming through here with his uncle. He's talking about the history of the Black Panthers. You'll see in a second as we get in there. A little bit more puzzly stuff, which I really appreciate. After so many months, right, of just running through and punch, punch, punch.
Past reaping the souls of Wakanda's invaders. She protects us always.
Babo Lesto says PS4 or PS5. We are playing on a PS5 dev kit. That does mean, of course, that this is not the final build. It's as stable as it can be, and this is from a couple weeks ago. So if anything goes wrong, don't worry about it. You're like, I wish that was the case, but that's impossible. Why would that happen?
Yeah.
Strange to walk this as the Black Panther. My uncle did his best to prepare me for Midnight
Marvel,
War.
stop it.
I hope I do not let him down.
Wait, Kevin, can people hear you? Okay.
I like your
why?
commentary.
Kevin, before we went live on this kind of funny stream, Kevin's like, they're not gonna be able to hear me, and then now Kevin's like laughing at me and making fun of me. I'm like, wait, can they be? No, he's just taunting me. Okay. I appreciate that. Ain't no thing. Look at that, right through, just like the true Black Panther. Now this is cool. So you come in here, you know, you're thinking, oh, it's some kind of chest or whatever. It's not. It's a tram. This is how you travel around Wakanda. I point this out because I didn't understand it when it first happened. I was like, what's going on?
Think about all this.
Grim Her Gaming says, Greg Godspeed. Try man. But it's not hard. Black Panther makes it easy, obviously. Remember, if he's just joining us, this is the War for Wakanda launch party tomorrow. War for Wakanda comes for free to Marvel's Avengers. 8 a.m. we found out Pacific time. And so today we're playing the first two missions. We're talking in a harm room. We're talking to the developers. We're talking to the cast. We're talking to the writers. We're behind schedule, it turns out. I looked over at the clock. I was like, uh-oh. So now I'm like, click. I'm going to start moving at a different pace. You can explore when you get your hands on it tomorrow.
What?
Having too much fun, right?
I know, right? We built the thing being like, oh, you know, it's this long to play through. We forgot we'd be talking to you. We'd be going through looking at this stuff.
Some kind of sharp metal drill?
Ooh, classic. Classic Avengers move. Kevin, even though people can't hear you, they're saying they like you a lot in the chat.
I think I clicked something wrong.
That's not good. What happened?
The chat, I think I clicked slow mo.
Oh, that's activated by the mods in the chat. Probably because so many people are watching. They want to make sure it just doesn't go so much that it's nonsense. If somebody's already modded Sandra in Twitch chat, that's a bad move. Take that away. She doesn't understand the power.
You don't.
She can't take this. She doesn't know what she's doing.
I love his voice so much.
We'll be talking to Chris Judge in just a little bit. First, we're going to obviously talk to Hannah and Evan, the writers of the link.
Hannah and Evan. Oh, Abu. I love Abu. Yes. Brian George is quite the actor.
supposed to be for sparring with other prospective Black Panthers. To sit defiant in this way. Claw and his minions must be stopped.
I mean, I'm moving, Kev. We'll get through it. Don't worry.
If this vibranium
Question
had
for
not been
me.
refined thousands of
Hit
years
what is
ago, it would have mutated
What
everyone
hero
who
would I
passed.
like to meet next as Kamala? And honestly, it is T'Challa. He's just so cool, and this voice, I can't wait to hear it come together. Because, like, as you can imagine, when you're doing it by yourself, you can only imagine what the other actor sounds like, especially if you don't know who the actor is. So now I know what he sounds like, and I'm so excited to see it kind of come together.
All right, so like I said, Sandra, we're running late, right? It's on me for talking to you, having too much fun. So I'm gonna go through this, but what I want to know is a really cool thing when you go, you look at these things and you kind of get the history of what's going on. But
Okay.
I'm gonna cheat the puzzle and just go. So Sandra, you remember 3 snowflakes,
Okay,
Pizza.
3 snowflakes, pizza.
square with some stuff on it,
Okay.
a bug.
Bug. I'm gonna
Right,
forget
there's
all
square with some stuff on it.
I will start
Nope, it
again.
wasn't square with some stuff on it. Oh, do I have to do an order? Oh God, I forgot I have to do an order.
Oh, I forgot everything already.
No. 3 snowflakes, pizza. We'll start there.
3 snowflakes, pizza.
Pizza. Then it was square with some stuff on it. We're gonna say square with wings. That's how I'm gonna say it. Square with wings,
Wings.
the bug thing.
And the bug thing. Square with wings and the bug thing.
I mean, that looks like square with wings. Yeah. Alright, then the bug thing. There's the bug
We have like 1,000 people in the chat. Y'all help him out.
thing. No, no. Oh, Sandra, that's a big Twitch no-no. You'd like to
really?
think you could look at the chat and they'd help
sorry,
you. No, no,
sorry.
no. I'm looking at you, chat, aren't I? I'm looking at you, aren't I, chat? I know how you are. I know what you do. I know what you would do there. You tell us all the wrong stuff. Don't fall for that, everybody, all right?
I'm too trusting.
There you go, Wakanda. Your first real look at it.
I am through.
T'Challa, where in God's name have
And Kevin, for purposes, yeah, we're coming up pretty quick here.
The Avengers. What are outsiders doing in Wakandan airspace?
I let them in? Frontmen made
Giddy in chat. Sandra is so innocent.
I'll deal with the Avengers later.
Twitch is a brave new world.
I must take
They show you guys. You show up here. You want to hang out. You love us, and then as soon as you can, though, you will screw with us.
Yeah. Someone was like, Greg, you can trust me. I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Hey, Greg.
Been burned before.
Okoye, have the Dora Milaje and the Avengers keep close men busy. Draw their attention away from the cliffside.
There won't be a problem. But if that shield comes down, they can help you.
Stop him! He can't get to the cannon! I have it handled, sister.
Of course, I should stop and fight all these guys for the XP, but like I said, we're making up time here, folks. There's too much going on in this stream.
I love it.
Evan and Hannah are waiting right now in the wings. They don't want to see me go through and fight all these jabronis.
Yeah.
That little flip in the air. Love
So
it.
good, right? Yar Jones, is this still the first mission? This is still the first mission. Meaty missions in War for Wakanda.
Thanks for
Guess
being-
Claw wasn't exaggerating. Yeah. Hey, Panther boy.
Hey, Panther boy, excuse me? Talking to a king, dude.
What now?
Now you
Like,
face yourself.
Crossbow at you. You want this to hurt more? Wait.
Andy, who's this actor?
Are you
Who is this?
well-spoken?
Crossbones?
No, no.
Yes.
I pulled out all the stops.
Gonna give him a call. Excuse me.
Strange choice for your last words, crossbones.
Damn it!
Looks like you can only shield one thing at a time. Your cannon is unprotected.
Oh, Greg.
This is hilarious.
We're making moves. We're making moves.
Yes.
The cannon.
Kick it.
That's on me. That's on me, everybody. And also, you know what? I probably need loot here, don't I? Yep. Bam. There we go.
Bam.
We gotta hit him with everything we got, Sandra. We can't be out there.
Yeah.
Lower level.
We're not messing around. This is Avengers.
As you wish. Don't look like you're getting through.
Sandra, is there anyone you like working with? Yeah, everyone is great.
Listen, we all know Troy Baker, not a cool dude. Is there any one person that was actually nice on the set?
No, yeah. I love Brian George so much. The man who plays Abu. So great. Also,
You guys had such a great relationship on
You
screen.
know how to run from it at least.
Also, Usman Ali, who played MODOK. Like, that guy is incredible. Like, an incredible actor. Watch him on TV.
What's he on?
Feed.
Oh, okay.
I'm Becoming a God. And Sandra, I think I pizza. No, I don't hate it.
You are not good enough.
You're gonna do this all day.
Okoye, the cannon is down.
Get him.
Looks like he lives another day, Sandra.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, next time I'll kick your butt.
Bring the Avengers to the palace.
Prince Mufasa says suicide question mark?
Nah, he got
There
he
we
fought
go.
himself. Jeff! Nolan! Sit.
Everyone wants me to parry. I just don't do it ever. I just roll. Yeah, I think it's a visual glitch, like I said. Pre-release code, right? And it's also, there it goes, pop. Yeah, I think it's just that.
Good. Because he wants to see you.
I'll parry in the next section, I swear, for you guys.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. This is a great point. We're going to stop here. That's mission complete, the way it began. And so as we do that, we will continue the War for Wakanda launch party here on twitch.tv/Crystal Dynamics, twitch.tv/Square Enix, Play Avengers over on YouTube. And wherever you get all of your Avengers content. Remember, of course, I'm Greg, that's Sandra, and we, for 3 hours today, are running through and doing a whole bunch of different stuff for you. We're playing 2 missions, we're playing a harm room, and we're talking to the people who make this game. So yeah, if you want to start bringing over Evan and Hannah, Kevin, that'd be great. We're bringing over writer Hannah McLeod and narrative designer Evan Narcissus. Kevin, I will rely on you to tell them when to activate their cameras and do all that stuff. But this is the next thing here as we go through to talk about War for Wakanda, of course, launching tomorrow for free if you have Play Avengers.
Yes.
Bam, bam. See, and the
welcome,
rolls on. We knew we could do it. Yay!
It's
Our
a
first guest.
party.
Hello, Hannah. Hello, Evan.
Hi.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing?
What's up?
Good. Excited.
Yeah. Hannah, what's it like for you? One of the writers on
The lesson we've gathered is deeply entrenched in the black market vibranium trade, like his father was.
You're not concerned.
Well, I don't think it is needed as much as you see. I will be quiet.
I don't know what that means. Okay, we got Jeff, we got Nolan.
Yeah, see, the Iron Man bug is my fault. I put him in that thing. I should have left him in the other skin. That's me. Again, pre-release content.
You made it.
King T'Challa, Princess Shuri. We didn't know AIM was following us. If we had...
Do you know why AIM has taken a sudden interest in my country?
It likely has something to do with us stealing a very powerful weapon of theirs. And destroying another one.
I see. If it is any comfort, you did not lead advanced idea mechanics to our doorstep.
We've been swatting them like flies for weeks.
So you know about the corrupted vibranium? What it can do to things. And people.
We are working on a treatment for those affected by it, and are narrowing down its source, but... How do you know about it?
Because we've seen it outside of Wakanda.
That's not good.
This means Ulysses Claw is doing more damage than we anticipated. He's the head of AIM operations here. From the information we've gathered, he's deeply entrenched in the black market vibranium trade, like his father was.
You're not concerned?
Only by his sonically based technology. It disrupts anything made of or powered by vibranium, including our shields and scanners. But AIM will not be cloaked forever. I can promise you that.
We believe that technology has something to do with the corruption.
Then we made it just in time.
Ah, to offer help.
To ask for yours. Now that we know AIM's involved, we can give you information, if you need it. But vibranium is your specialty.
Map the locations of corrupted vibranium outside of Wakanda. We need to know how far it has spread and plan a dispersal method for medical treatments.
I'm on it.
Have a look around. You can see what we are already doing to fight Claw and AIM.
And hopefully make ourselves useful.
Captain Rogers, can you meet me in my lab?
Alright, so here we go.
You will
First
find
chance
it
we
to
can
your
actually
right.
explore
I'm
Wakanda.
on my way.
Because just look at it, Sandra. Look at the detail.
I am humbled. So royal. Run, Jeff.
Do you keep in touch with any of the Avengers? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I text with them every now and then. Michael
Shuri.
Johnston, who plays Dante, is like one
There
of
you
my
are.
best friends
You
now.
mentioned you would be willing
Okay.
to share some
I
information.
met him
Whatever you need.
on the mocap stage.
Wakanda will have access to all resistance intel.
Thank you. Now, I am surprised the corrupted vibranium has spread so far beyond our borders. We will need to contain the damage Claw has done.
You got eyes on him?
Ooh, tell him about the Kimoyo network.
Kimoyo?
This is the Kimoyo network. Well, part of it.
In cap speak, it's the internet. But better. Much better.
The Kimoyo network provides our people access to all of Wakanda's collected knowledge. We use it for communication, transportation, and a great many other things. All thanks to our Kimoyo beads.
And she won't let us have one. Citizens only.
We have been using the network to keep track of Claw's movements. He is quiet for now, but if he makes any noise, our warriors will find him.
Well, I don't doubt it.
Thank you for the data, Captain. And when you get a moment, there is someone else who wants to meet you.
Who's that?
If the honored guest could
Dave
come
Fenway.
down to my chambers, I would appreciate it. Follow the smoke.
Oh, that's new?
I love that he skips like 5 steps at a time.
I mean, he's Captain America. He can do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to roll any. Oh, look who it is.
Who is it?
You.
Hey,
Oh.
is it me or were those guards
Hey.
staring for
Oh,
an uncomfortable
yeah.
amount of time?
You think that's weird?
Sounds like you know why.
You're the minority now. This is just how things are.
What? Really?
Yep.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's not all bad. For every person who stares, there's like 1,000 who smile for you. Who welcome you for being different. For being you.
That's really nice, actually.
I have my moments.
That was you, Sandra. That was you. So uplifting.
Yay.
As always. I feel like the amount of times I say good isn't a thing you are, it's a thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you every time. Thank you, and Abu.
Yeah. You're welcome. I have it in my heart.
I like the little touches of them over there. Yeah. Taking
Yeah.
the
These candles. I'm a sucker for a good candle.
Can't imagine how.
Lavender
Is they
all
named the city
time.
after you? Oh, pipe down. I have a guest. Ah, Steve Rogers, the Captain of America. I am honored we can finally meet face to face. King Azuri always spoke fondly of his encounter with the American Iceman.
The feeling's mutual.
You may call me Zawavari. I am the mystical advisor to the Wakandan royal family. May I ask you a favor, Captain?
Always.
The young king seems to trust you. Do not make him regret that decision.
I won't take our position lightly. I promise.
In return, a secret. The gods have far more to do with Wakanda's impressive technology than you might guess. As Nix, the princess's assistant, minion? I will tell him I sent you.
Your guidance is appreciated.
And may the Orisha guide you as well, Captain.
Ooh.
Look, we got Thor over here. We were told to talk to Thor. That's one note. Talk to Thor from Hannah. All right.
There he is.
Thor! Didn't expect to see you in a place like this.
Well, Midgard's sorcery has always piqued my interest. And the royal shaman is quite amusing.
He doesn't mind you going through all of his stuff.
What? Of course not. We're the best of friends already.
We are not.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
That would be for the best.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that relationship develops.
Yeah.
We're the best of friends already. No, we're not.
It never registered to me that he was the captain of America.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah.
Zaravari, your communication bead is still functioning on your Komoyo bracelet, right? Because sending people messages inside their head is unsettling. Oh, they are here. Shh.
This is quite the workstation.
Combat research and development, all of which is now available to you as well. You may thank Princess Shuri for that.
I will. You working on anything interesting?
Take a look. Zawavari has been helping me uncover the more mystical properties of vibranium. Perhaps you'll reap the benefits, should you prove yourself a worthy ally of Wakanda.
That's a lot to live up to.
Follow our king, and all will be well.
It's nice meeting you, Nix.
Steve, we need you in the war room upstairs.
So obviously,
Captain
War for Wakanda
Okoye wants to
introducing
brief
new
us.
armor types
Something
and
about
gear
malfunctioning
sets,
security
so
systems.
Get the Sonic stuff.
I'll be there ASAP.
The vibranium, you get it. New war table too. Like that. Ah, Sandra. Where we'll take all our missions.
Ooh.
Captain Okoye, what seems to be the problem?
King T'Challa has a request. Our scouts have reported Claw is mobilizing his forces throughout Wakanda with remarkable ease.
We believe Claw's found a blind spot in Wakanda's security systems. Okoye will investigate and will reinforce if necessary.
Claude does seem to know what he's doing.
Many have tried to conquer Wakanda, to rob us of our heritage. As you can see, they have all failed.
And so will Claw. We'll help you however we can.
Good. You have permission to use our
Alright,
wall
here we go.
table.
Let's get to it.
Let's put that vibranium of yours to good use, Captain.
Thank you, Okoye.
Booyah!
Yeah. You guys are gonna make me spend a lot of time in photo mode. Well, yeah, this is beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
Totally. Especially with all the cool suits and all the new looks and all the new areas of Wakanda to go through. And I love the helmet with variant. I need that for the more traditional cap skin. Obviously, I have one I'm wearing now, but you don't.
You just wanted to show off this suit.
As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about. I recognize the Avengers as allies of Wakanda.
Thank you. I hope we do you justice.
Aw, me
You will
too.
have to get used to keeping up with me.
That's my brother's version of a warm welcome. You will also have
Prince
to get
Mufasa
used to
says,
that.
Shuri sounds great. That's Erica
You
Luttrell. She'll be
finally
joining
agree
us
to
soon,
accept help, and it is from
alongside the
outsiders.
rest of the cast.
That is not like you.
I am not accepting help. I am giving it.
Then let me send teams to the corrupted sites. Take the Dora Milaje with you when you confront AIM. Do something other than driving yourself headfirst into danger.
I am not just a king on a throne. I am the Black Panther.
Then show us you can be both.
I will.
Big words, Sandra. Big words. Let's see if you can do it. By him, I mean
A lot of pressure, Greg.
Avengers, I hope you have familiarized yourselves with the palace by now.
Your people have been most welcoming. I'd like to see more of Wakanda once Claw's been dealt with.
You're such a tourist.
A tourist? In Asgard, we call that adventuring.
It's an emergency transmission.
This is Okoye. You're being pushed back. We need assistance.
You cannot handle close forces alone?
He's not just Claw. He has turned our defense systems against us.
Impossible.
We've lost her signal. If Claw has broken the Kimoyo encryption, something is very wrong.
Then I think it is about time the Avengers see what the Black Panther is truly capable of.
It would be an honor to tag along.
Move fast. I do not like the idea of Claw hacking our technology.
I like the voice acting a lot.
Sure, that counts.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, are we in? Excellent. Well, it's a thing. I didn't know if people were seeing what I was seeing. So here we go. We're off to the races here as we watch pre-stand down. I know Greg's not playing. You're upset about it. I understand, but don't worry. I'm sure this person's fine. Of course, you get to play this tomorrow when Marvel's Avengers launches its War for Wakanda expansion around 8 a.m. Pacific time, as we've talked about.
Here they come!
So here we go. More, finally we get to see Black Panther team up with the Avengers and brawling through there, and that's what it's all about, Sandra. Teaming up.
Yeah. We're a team. I wonder when Chris Judge is coming soon. Soon. Chris Judge, Erica, Deborah, Dave. We got this.
They're all there. They're all coming through to talk about their roles in the game. Don't you worry. The cast is up next. You can get a taste. Oh, there you are. That's you again. In Biggin.
My eyes are just... Hey!
That was impressive.
Thank you.
So that wasn't all right.
Yeah, I know, right? I still like the little lines of dialogue back and forth.
Yeah.
And them
Yeah.
giving each other
How
grief.
did Claw's people get inside the pass?
They must have stolen Kimoyo beats. I will track the ones they used. Shut them out of the network.
This will take us near the border.
Back into that tram I was talking about. I'll tell you what. So last week, obviously, Sandra, I got to go preview this down at Crystal. Talk about it on the shows. And then obviously...
Okay.
Listen, you made your choice, all right? You decided you wanted to live in LA and you wanted to be an actress. I hope it's working out for you. I decided I want to live in SF and barely make rent and go play video games, all right? So I get to play things early once in a while. That's karmic justice. But when I was over there playing it, right, loved it, obviously. Came back, and then it was this weird weekend where all I wanted to do was play more and grind Black Panther, but I was like, oh, I still don't have it. So I turn it on and deal with like the old, the old, still current, look for menus and stuff for Avengers, try to play other stuff, and I was like, oh, it's just not hitting the same way. So I'm very excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Better hurry than Orphan King.
I want to just like hang out here.
Now, it's funny you talk about hanging out here, right? this is obviously, you know, the new kind of elevator here. One of the things I've seen get so much traction in the post-launch of Avengers, right? The life as it lives on and keeps going, are all the conversations you guys get to have in the elevators. Where especially when they, you know, finally put out the PlayStation 5 version, load times were so much quicker that people were missing out on elevator content, right? Like you can get out of it if you don't want to, you miss it. When you guys recorded those conversations, how did that work? Is that stuff you're doing on the mocap set? Is that stuff you're doing in, like you were talking about, where you're just like, you know, in your closet doing this? Because it sounds so organic. Is like, there was one the other day that I think I saw, or it was either Goldfarb talking about it, or it was the subreddit of like, you know, oh man, like you're talking to Tony's like, anybody, you got any questions for me? And he's like, what's it like having Cap as a leader? I was like, such a great dunk on him. But it sounds so natural. Is that stuff that was already written? Is that all improv? Is it, what's going on with that?
Sometimes we riff and like I don't know what they keep and what they don't.
Sure.
But we do have all of that does sound like the stuff we do in the booth by ourselves.
Wow,
So we get all those lines and we're like, all right, cool, and then you do see the lines coming before and after you. And of course, keeping in mind, like, oh, Nolan's gonna be saying those lines, so like I know him, they're gonna be snarky AF. So like, so yeah, I think knowing each other and having had worked together on the mocap stage definitely informs my behavior and my response.
You go through dealing with the sonic energies here.
Oh yeah, look at those big hands. Great hands.
Avenger, go!
Nice to see the team up too. Look at that.
Are you okay, brother?
See, this is even. Why were we gonna? They're gonna have me play this whole thing. This is an upgraded Black Panther. Look, he was throwing like shurikens there. I'm just throwing straight knives. He was throwing them with a curve. That's awesome. We're gonna see all of that. Obviously, more coming up in the harm room, going through and seeing what the actual skill tree looks at, a bit more buffed up. But for now, hot on the trail of one Ulysses Claw.
More corrupted vibranium.
We should destroy it. The spire is shielded when in this state.
Rico DeLeon Frosty says, Sandra, you've killed it as Kamal. I love your work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Question over here was this gameplay recorded on a PS4 or PS5? This was recorded on a PlayStation 5 as well. Yeah, I'm not being corrected by Crystal Dynamics.
Hi, Crystal Dynamics.
MRKO in the chat says, show us the challenge card. I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We went and looked at them. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Remember, I tried to, and it was turned off. They're smart with what they're doing with the thing, so I can't show you everything. They want you to play it tomorrow, I guess. They want you to download it and be excited for something tomorrow.
Yeah, can't spoil everything for you.
I'll try though. When we get to the harm room, I'll try again to ruin it for you.
Yes, thank you, CD Debs, for all your hard work. Yes.
More of Claw's men.
Ooh, beat him up.
We're gonna do our base in the last 5 minutes, even less than that actually. At 11:45, we're gonna bring on the cast here. You'll get Christopher Josh, you'll get Deborah Wilson, you'll get Erica Luttrell, you'll get Dave Fenoy, all to come here and talk about this. Obviously, if you want to play this, if you want to see how the second mission ends, you can of course go tomorrow to your copy of Avengers and download War for Wakanda for free, of course, like all the other expansions, all the other characters. Remember, of course, if you're a lapsed fan, no judgment here. All right. Of course, I'm not lapsed. I've been here the whole time. But if you, for some reason, said, you know what, I got to go do other things. You got Clint, you got Kate, you got an Omega threat level. Even I doubt you're ready for it if you haven't been playing. Am I right, Sandra?
You're right.
They got no exotics. They don't know what they're doing over there. Get out of here. You got a villain sector with Monica. You got so much more stuff to play. But of course, War for Wakanda launching tomorrow.
Yes. Greg, do you remember what Kamala's favorite ice cream is? Someone just asked, and I'm stumped.
I mean, is that talked about in the? It must be an elevator conversation. I don't remember that as a plot point in the movie or the movie. Gosh, I'm
No,
sorry,
it
yeah.
was definitely an elevator.
Yeah. I just remember you with that Slurpee.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Also, is it weird when I refer to Kamala Khan as you? To you?
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
Like, I understand there's a difference, everybody. All right, I'm just
Yeah.
Well, Avengers.
This judge is so good. That's why.
I just want to stop everything and listen on the thought.
Dragon S31 says it was talked about with Abu on A-Day. Well, what's the answer?